Just like this one, today I will show you how to create a blur filter or effect using shaders. I will cover the tutorial in Unity and Godot, but before I dive into any editor, let's see how we can achieve the effect. To achieve the blur, you can first sample the texture, then you can sample the same texture multiple times with slight offset. For example, you can sample the texture with slight left offset, then once more with right offset, then again with top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. Then you can blend all of them together with lerp or mix function, but with more weight on the original texture. As a result, you will have a blurry texture. Of course, you can sample the texture with more offset to achieve the better looking effect. Now, I won't show you how to do all of this because of Ben Cloward. He has already covered the technique in one of his videos, and I don't think I can make it more perfect. Hence, I will show you a different approach which I often use to get quick blur effect using MIP maps. MIP maps are a broad topic, and I might cover it in a future video, but just an overview. Think of MIP maps as LODs or level of detail concept, but for 2D textures. MIP map levels are simply lower resolution version of the texture. Therefore, to achieve the blur, I will just sample my screen texture, or in other words, whatever is stored in the frame buffer currently, with smaller MIP map level. Alright, now I'm in Unity and I have this scene and my project is set up in URP. Now, before I make any shader, I need to set a few things up because back in old days in built-in render pipeline, there was a concept called grab pass in shader where you can essentially grab your frame buffer as a texture. Obviously, in URP and HDRP, Unity just revoked the access because of the performance, but I believe there was always a disconnect between Unity and their customers, so anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's set up a few things. First, I will duplicate my camera. I will call it render target cam. Make it as a child of my main camera. Then I will create a new render texture. Where is it? Let's call it camera texture. Adjust the size. I'll just go to full HD, so 120 and 1080. Then I'll set the depth stencil format to D16 uniform. Enable this MIP map and make sure auto generate is also enabled. Then I will set the filter mode to trilinear for now, and I will explain that in a minute. Let's say I want to make this yellow quad as a foggy glass. So let's first create a shader graph. And in URP, I'm going to select unlit, but you can also choose lit, okay? Depends. I'll call it blur graph. Then I will also make a material for that. Let's call it blur. And I'm going to apply it to my quad. In the shader graph, I'm going to sample that render texture. So let me create a sampler texture 2D node. And I'm going to set LOD. Then in the texture, I'm going to select the render texture. So where is my camera render texture? Here it is. And in the UV, I will simply pass in my screen's UV. So let's grab screen position and feed it in the UV. And in the LOD, if I pass in 0, my MIP map level 0 or the original texture will be sampled. If I pass in 1, the half resolution version of the original texture will be sampled, and so on. Okay, so let's make a property for that. So I'm going to go float, let's say blur, and all right, let's default it to 0, drag it in and feed it into LOD, and then take this RGB value and feed it into base color. In the scene, the quad is completely black, so let's fix that. For that, I'll select the render target cam. In the output section, I'll set the output texture to my camera texture or the render texture. Then I need to make sure that my render target cam cannot see this quad, so I'll select the quad and I'll just add a new layer here. Let's call it render target and set the quads layer to that. And in the render target cam, in the curl mask, I will just uncheck that render target. Then in the game view, okay, this looks weird. Why is that? Okay, so the height should be 1080. All right, then I'll just set the blur to some bigger value. And you can see that the texture is getting blurred slightly. Let's see it in the game view, and I'll just make my quad slightly big. So you can see that there is some blur going on. If I increase the blur a bit more, you can see that this blur is now significant. Now in the render texture, this filter mode trilinear means it will blend the current pixel with all adjacent pixel, as well as it will blend between two mipmap levels. So if I set the blur to 4.75, then it will also blend two mipmap levels, mipmap level 4 and mipmap level 5 with 75 weight to the fifth mipmap level. Okay, and if I select filter mode to bilinear, now it will just blend all adjacent pixel and not the mipmap levels. So now if I set the blur to, let's say, 4, I'm going to have the fourth mipmap level, and if I increase it slightly, I'm still going to have the fourth one. But as soon as I pass the 4.5 threshold, I will get the fifth mipmap level. Alrighty. Now, if I set the filter mode to point, that means don't even blend the adjacent pixel. So that way I will have this pixel edit effect, which is also nice if you want that. Okay, I'll set the filter mode back to trilinear. All right, now let's say I want the blur as a full screen effect. So first I'll just hide my quad and create a new panel. First, I'll adjust my canvas to be scaled with screen size, and I'll pass in my reference resolution. I always target 2K, so 256 and 144.0.5, and I'll rename the panel to post process. Get rid of the sprite source image and set the color to full white. And then I'll just simply set the blur material. Obviously I need to change a few things. In the shader graph, first I will select the material to sprite unlit and then hit save. So obviously it looks weird in the scene view, but in the game view now I have a full screen effect. Now I'm only going to see whatever this render camera is rendering, so I'm going to go to my main camera and disable this post process and also disable shadows to save some performance. So if I decrease the blur, I'm still going to see the post process and shadow because my render target cam is rendering post process. Now obviously this approach is less efficient because we are rendering everything twice essentially, and I'm getting this error that material blur with shader graph blur doesn't have a texture property. Okay, so instead of simply defining it, let's define a texture 2D property, and I'm going to call it main text. Then I will set the default value to my camera's texture, drag it in and feed it here, save to just to get rid of this error. Okay. And okay, I need to select the camera's render texture once more. So now everything is working. And if you prefer to write the shader, I get you covered this time. Alright, so I've already gone ahead and created the simple URP unlit shader. And if you want to learn more about writing shaders, I have an entire video series, so you can definitely check it out. Now first we need properties, so I'm going to create a properties block. And first I'm defining a main text property. Let's call it render texture. And its type will be 2D. And let's default it to white. And don't forget curly braces. Then I'll also create another blur property. Let's also call it blur. And this will be float. And let's default it to 0. Now let's grab those properties in the HLSL program. So here I'll first go C buffer start, then unity per material, and C buffer end. Here I'll go float and make sure I give the exact property name blur. And I'll also define main texture as texture 2D and the sampler for that as well. So texture 2D, pass in main texture or just main texture, and sampler 2D or just sampler, it will be sampler underscore main texture. Alrighty, then here I'll just give an attribute called no scale offset to remove the tiling and offset property in the inspector, or fields I should say. Then here let's sample the texture. So first I'll go half 3 color, and here I'm going to sample the texture. So sample texture to the LOD, then pass in my main texture, pass in the sampler, and here I need to pass in screen UV, and we don't have screen UV, so we can calculate that by float to screen UV equals, first I'll get the vertex position in clip space, so v dot position cs dot xy divide by scaled screen parameters dot xy. Now I have screen UV, so I'll just pass in here. Alrighty, then let's grab the RGB values only, and I also need to pass in the blur level, so underscore blur. So this will be our LOD level. Then I'm going to return the color, so half 4 color and 1 for opacity. Alright, back in Unity, I'll set this material to use my custom shaders, so custom blur. And now I have inverted texture, so let's flip the UVs in the shaders. So here simply go screen UV.y equals 1 minus screen UV.y. And now that fixed the issue. And everything is working just fine once more. Pretty cool. Alright, in Godot, I've already gone ahead and applied the shader to my quad. Now, in Godot, it is a lot easier to grab the screen texture than Unity. So let's just do that here. So uniform sampler 2D, let's call it screen texture. And this will only give me the texture slot in the inspector. I need screen texture, so I'll set the hint screen texture. Now let's sample the screen texture. So in the fragment shader, I'll go vec3 color equals texture LOD, then pass in my sampler, so screen texture, and here I already have screen UV, so I'll just pass in that. And here I need to pass the LOD level, so Let's create a new uniform. Float, let's call it blur and set it to 0 by default. Pass it in here and just grab the RGB values. And in the albedo, simply set color. And it is slightly black because this is currently the lit shader, so let's make it unlit by going render mode, unshaded. Now I have this transparent quad, and if I adjust this blur, you can see that I get this kind of blurry look. And if you want that pixelation effect, you can set the filter mode here by going comma filter, then this nearest means that point filter similar to Unity. Let's set filter nearest map, and here you will have this pixelation effect. And if you go linear map, that will be same as the Unity's trilinear filter, which will give you this effect. And if you're a visual shader guy, I've got you covered as well. So let me quickly create a new visual shader. Okay, let's call it blur visual. In the visual shader, simply create a texture 2D node. In the drop down, select screen. That signifies, okay, I want screen texture. Then it will be sampled by screen UV by default, so we don't have to set UVs here. And for the LOD level, I'll just create a float parameter. Let's call it blur as well, and set it to LOD, and take the color and set it into the albedo. And I will use this shader as my new material, and it turns black because I haven't set the render mode to unshaded. So let's set it, and there you have it. Now I will ask you to hit that like button, and if you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos like this. If you're already subscribed, you might as well turn on all notifications for the channel. That's it from me, and I'll see you in the next one.